Good evening, Central Indiana. Welcome to Porch Time, live from Casey's Cause Studio, Sunday night edition. We got the lovely Ann Madison in studio with us tonight. How you doing, Ann?
Pretty good, thank you.
She's so soft-spoken. I was just screaming at her a minute ago. You gotta talk louder. She's like, I am screaming.
Yeah, I don't have a very loud voice, so I'll try to work on it.
This is her third or fourth time in here.
Something like that.
And she's always been soft-spoken. Owner-operator of Peace Restored. We'll get to her momentarily. She's got some stuff she wants to go over with us, but first, of course, we're live at Casey's Cause Studio. Thank you to Tanya and Kevin for allowing us to be involved in their son's foundation, Casey's Cause, and allowing us to name the studio as a part of that foundation. Another one of our fabulous sponsors, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, American Basement Solutions, Mr. Larry Ralph Sr., 1-877-409-2837. Key Realty, Teresa Messmer, 765-341-8911. I think everybody's still out gallivanting around the community. It's beautiful out. I didn't do this. I need to do this real quick. They can't see this, but we're going to do this. We're gonna do this right here, and if it's up. Oh yeah! Look at that gorgeous shot from our camera.
That's wonderful.
I'm going to click on that thing, see that, because I got to talk about that.
It's been a beautiful day.
It is. It is a gorgeous day here in Central Indiana. What's up, Seth? That is atop our live cam from Livewire Electrical Consulting and Alarm Systems. Then we have another sponsor here, Bright Property Management. If you would like to get one of these cameras or be a sponsor on one of these cameras, please let us know. We're trying to put them around the county for sunrise, sunset, storms, snowstorms, things like that. We're nosy like that, but I wanted to look at that tonight. That's a good looking shot. All right, let me get that off there and go back to, that's a much better view. Livewire, Tommy Walls Electrical Consulting, Alarm System, 765-792-4012. How you doing, Seth? Wellspring, Jennifer Burnham's group, 765-342-6661. Stids Comfort System, 765-346-0195. Well, there's Shannon Sutherland. How you doing, dear? And she's got a little wave for us. You can't see those, can you? I don't have it down far enough. There we go. She's got her little wavy hand going. Steve's Appliance. If Steve can't fix it, scrap it. K2 Fitness, open 24 hours, locally owned. Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress. Hudson Plumbing. The Yard Barber with Andrew Payton. And last but not least, Mike Swango, Mike's Automotive, 765-343-2282. I just ran into Mikey at Mexican restaurant the other day. Don't forget about our marquee. One of our favorite people on the planet, Angie Turley with Team Turley, Fairway Mortgage. Tommy Walls Livewire's on there. We've got Porch Time on there. If you'd like to be a sponsor on that marquee, get a hold of me. A lot of folks say, hey, I'd love to be on there, and I message you, and then I never hear from you. Get a hold of me, we'll work something out. Real quick before we get to Ann, last night's concert, I went down there for a couple of hours to Tier 10, Trace Atkins and Diamond Rio. Great music. First time I've been down there. And I try to relate it to, I've seen a lot of people complaining about getting in there and the food wasn't enough food and this and that. And if you grew up in the 80s in Indiana and went to a concert at Deer Creek before it became the mega center it is now, you started stopping on 69 just to hit the exit, if you remember that. Going up to Deer Creek, you stopped on the highway, the interstate, for the exit ramp. I sat in traffic, I think, for an hour and a half one time going to Deer Creek.
Wow.
So this is in the middle of nowhere. It's going to take some time. This was their first big concert, just like when we had the first big one here at the fair. Rob will adjust, make the needed changes. and I don't think he's far away off on this one. The venue's a good setup. I like the way Anthony's got it laid out there. It can hold a ton of people. But like anything, there's going to be tweaks here and there, and they know that. I just saw a lot of people complaining. I'm like, it's a concert of Trace Adkins and Diamond Rio in Owen Valley, County, Indiana.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some rough spots. Yes, Seth, imagine that. People complaining. Yeah.
There's always a learning curve with everything.
Yes. And we'll figure it out. They'll figure it out.
Oh, I'm sure.
Anyway, give them some time. And I know people were upset about some food trucks and things like that, but that's part of it, y'all. I don't go to a concert looking to go to dinner.
No.
If there's snack foods there and the line's not long, I'll get something. But other than that, it's not.
I'm the same. I usually eat ahead of time.
Yeah. I mean, you go to dinner before or after, depending on how long you're going to stay at the concert.
Yep.
If you want to go get they've got those good tacos, the line's not long. Go get them.
They're like a bonus.
Right. Don't bank on, I'm going to go to the concert and buy dinner while I'm at the concert. Anyway, I'll shut up. I just, that kind of frustrates me because I know the amount of effort that RD Productions and everybody involved has to put in to make this stuff happen.
Events in general are just so much to coordinate and put together, and so I can only imagine an event at this level.
Oh yeah,
how much coordination and work goes into it has to be phenomenal.
8,000 to 10,000 people. I'd say 8,000 people were there, and it was awesome. So
yeah. That's a lot to manage. I do events, but usually only a couple hundred. Yeah. So I'm talking hundreds, you're talking thousands. So I can only,
it's just more zeros at the end. Yeah. That's all it is.
Well, it's a lot more to coordinate, a lot more to organize, and to keep track of. So.
How you doing, Tommy? All right, Ann. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Kevin.
It's been about a year.
It's been a little bit. Probably been a year, I guess.
I saw you at the Old Settlers Day. Yep. And you had a big crew. And I was like, hey, that's Peace Restored.
Yep, there we are.
And I was like, I got to get you on air. And you're like, next week or something.
Yeah,
so
we figured it out. We found a time that worked.
Yep. We won't go into the full detail. Got to let it roll off your back at some point because people will enforce it. You're exactly right, Seth. Seth knows he's in charge of the grandstands of the fairgrounds during the fair.
Yeah, he probably has heard a thing or two.
He's been, I think he's been cussed out in 3 or 4 different languages.
So he has some skills to put on his resume.
Yes, he does. We won't go into that. We've covered that a few times. Yeah. Your story. Yeah. But tell us a little bit about what Peace Restore is, what it does, and then we can work our way into what's coming up.
Okay. So Peace Restored, we provide mental health services for women specifically, and we're located here in Morgan County. We're actually up in Mooresville, right? We got a new facility right across from Pioneer Park, and
so you use right there from the big event we had for Wellness Foundation.
Yeah, so it's an amazing space. If you haven't seen it. We encourage people to set up a time to have a tour there because we had so much support from the community coming in to help us build out the facility and get it done, and it's just beautiful. And so what we do there though is we provide like therapeutic services like counseling. We do support groups. We provide psycho-ed or educational classes. We are a faith-based organization, so for those who want to dig into faith, we'll offer Bible studies as well. We launched this year mental health retreats, and so we were one of the first in the state of Indiana to offer those. So we were pretty excited to be doing that.
That's a mental health retreat?
Mm-hmm, a mental health retreat.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I think I need about a month of that.
Yeah, it's so needed, right? Just to take time to rest and to reflect and to learn and grow. And
you'll know what I'm saying. The physical aspect, once you have kids, you're never going to get that back anyway. Mm-hmm. But the mental aspect is where you need to rest.
Yeah.
Turning your phone off, which I have difficulty to do because of my kids. I just don't want to. Mm-hmm. But stepping away from the work that we've created on those, that's tough.
Yeah. We don't rest well in our culture.
No.
And it's something that we're trying to help people do is to rest well, because you also can't heal well if you don't rest well.
I'm being lectured, it feels like. she went to that lecture voice on me and looked right at me.
That is me as well. I'm in that boat as well.
I know I'm wrong, Ann. I know. Sorry.
I also
My name's Kevin, and I don't rest well.
So, and then we also do what's called somatic work, which we started this year as well. And so and somatic work is basically integrating how your physical body responds to stress and trauma, and then how to help your body process through that and recognize it, and what do you do with that. And so we started somatic work classes that we do, and they're great. I think everybody, all the people in the community should come and learn about it.
I'm gonna throw something at you, and I'm surprised I have not already. But my daughter works at PALS in Bloomington.
Okay.
People and Animal Learning Services. I think you guys need to coordinate a get together.
Okay.
They just did a thing this weekend for veterans and LEOs. Actually, it was open to the public.
Oh, that's great.
Where it's a mental health thing where you're with horses and
like the equine therapy.
Yeah, that's all it is. And they do stuff like that. They'll bring groups in, and
that's wonderful.
I've been down there a couple times for it. And they got hit by the tornado, and I've been in there a bunch for that. But I had never even heard of stuff like that until she got involved in it. And so when you were talking about what you got going on, I was like, well, that sounds like stuff Devin does too.
Yeah.
So
how our physical body and our mental health, they really go together. And so we can't separate those, but often we do in the behavioral health space. And so we're really trying to work on connecting those together.
Oh, wow. Where is that coming from? Oh, no. That was on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
From where I left that up there.
Yeah.
I apologize.
That's okay. It just broke up a little.
Right.
Give us a little bit of distraction there.
Right.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
So how long have you been doing this? I know. Go ahead.
That's okay. So we're getting ready to celebrate our 10th year, and so So
you've been doing it longer than 10 years, though.
No, 10 years.
So okay.
So from the very beginning, it's been 10 years. So
now
coming up on that 10th anniversary, that's pretty exciting.
Now I ask you off air.
Yeah, that's okay.
10 years ago, when you rolled into this, and your story's been on here a couple times.
And if people want to know why I do this, my story's actually on YouTube. So they can go and find if they really want to know the whole story.
Yeah.
So if they're like on there like, well, what is your story? I've never heard it. They can just go to YouTube and search my name and it'll come up.
Did you see the growth and the longevity that you've had thus far with this 10 years?
I think in the very beginning, my big thing was in the first probably year, I thought it was going to be me in a room doing a few things, helping a couple of people. And in the first couple of years, I had a hard time seeing probably past that because it was all new to me, and I knew there was a need.
But you knew God had planted something in your heart.
Yes,
and said, "Here's what you got to do."
Yep.
So you stuck with it.
I did, and it's not been easy,
right.
But it's been worth it.
But if it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah. But. Yeah, I think if you would have told me 10 years ago and you would have said, hey, Ann, here's everything you're going to go through. Here's the hurdles. Here's the things you're going to have to overcome. Here's the work it's going to take. I'd have been like, no, thank you. Yeah. I might have been like,
You would have powered through it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so grateful, though, for the number of women we've just been able to talk to.
I was going to say, do you have a number?
I think last time I counted, it was about 950.
Wow. That you've connected through.
That we've worked with through Peace Restored over the last 10 years.
And that's not just including Indiana, is it? You stretch out.
Yeah, we've been fortunate to reach people internationally.
Yeah.
And so that was when that started happening, that was pretty amazing to me. To know that people across the world were finding us in little Morgan County, Indiana.
Up there in Mooresville, right across from Pioneer Park.
I know, right? And they were just like, yeah, we found you online and we wanted to, we love what you're doing, and you're providing something that we can't find anywhere else. And we need what you're providing, because we do a lot of work in the trauma space as well. And to have a place that knows how to integrate faith and mental health and to do that well, especially 10 years ago, there wasn't many places that was doing that. And so we want to have a safe space where people can process through whatever they're going through and how really define hard, right? Because hard is defined differently for everybody.
Sure.
So you don't have to have what we call the big T trauma
Right.
to come to us. It can be wherever you're at.
It's amazing work, and it's needed. You guys are just the tip of the iceberg. There could be hundreds of groups like you, and we still need more.
We do. There's so much work that needs to be done, and the need is heavy.
Yeah. You got me feeling. I need some mental rest now, Ann.
Do we need to tell some jokes, Kevin?
I need my peace restored here, Ann. That's where I'm at. You came up with the name too, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good fit.
Yeah.
And I think once people understand what you guys do and how you go about it, it's a really good fit.
Yeah. So we want people to know there's hope beyond their circumstances. That's part of the purpose behind that name.
Yep.
Is there is hope. It doesn't, just because our circumstances feel heavy and hard, and sometimes we feel like we're holding our breath because we can't get past or can't see that there's another way. There is hope. And I've been in the place where I didn't feel like there was hope.
I was going to say, this all comes from you. You know that, because you've been.
Oh,
you were there.
I've been in the pit.
Yeah.
And I've been in the pit a few times where I was just like, I don't think I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, there is hope.
But you did.
Yeah. And here we are. And look what God did.
The trials and tribulations you go through as a human being. It's what you do with them.
Yeah.
While you're in them and after you're through them, that makes you who you are. And I think that sometimes we don't recognize it, that this is happening for a reason. I can turn it into a negative or a positive. Or I've already turned it into a negative. Now I have to turn it around and turn it into a positive. And I think, and I'm guilty. I did it my whole life. It's hard for us as humans.
So hard.
To go, I just got my face kicked in. I'm going to turn it into a hypothetical. I didn't get my face kicked. You know what I mean?
I'm tracking with you.
You're right.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to turn this into a positive.
Right.
Because what happened to me, I don't want to have happen to others.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give them a venue or an avenue to get through it before it gets too bad for them.
Yeah, I think that's important to recognize. But I also say to everybody, because I think people have said to me over the years, like, how do I do what you do? Or I feel like I need to do what you're doing. And I say, not everybody's called to do the same thing that I do. And that is okay.
We all have our talents.
Right, we all have our things that we're being called to. But I think, and not everybody's called to share their story publicly like I feel like I've been called to do. And that's okay too. I think the thing that everybody is called to, though, is healing. And it doesn't matter how long that takes. It's just keep walking the path. And if you keep walking the path and you find people that you can trust and to lean into, you're going to get there. You're going to get to the other side. But if that's the hard part. And it takes so much courage to take that first step. It really does.
I'm not changing the subject on you, but on Tuesdays we do and I happen to have it on, the Bible for Dummies show, where we started reading in Genesis 1, and we're I think it's 25 in numbers now.
Wow.
And we have Pastor Abney, Pastor Jackson, and Mr. Ellis in here, and me, Corey, and
probably
Beth.
a couple times on that. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So I was like, you need to stop in here one night and on a Tuesday and
Tuesdays,
and hang out with us and read, because we laugh when we can, because some of the names are just and Corey and I and Beth struggle with them, but we ask. There is no silly questions, and I think Pastor Jackson and Abney and Mr. Ellis all agree that there's a spiritual awakening happening in the country from all avenues.
Yes.
Little bits here and there, and I think I didn't plan this year. It just happened that way. You know how it is.
Yes, I do.
And so I think it's fascinating, and I'm curious. How do I word this? Do the majority of the people come to you, or are they already faith-based, or have they been out of faith and they're getting back into it?
I say we see a good mix. We see some people who are already people of faith, but many people who have been hurt by the church. I think there's a lot, and I know this can be a delicate topic for many people in the church, right? But I think there's many a times that our churches are hurting people, and I think sometimes it's not intentionally.
Right.
Many a times it's not intentionally, but yet the truth is that there's a lot of people who are wounded by our churches, and so they come to us because we are a safe place where they can kind of walk that out. And then we have people who just are not of faith, and they're just like, we love you, and we think that you're, they like the what we provide and how we're welcoming and we're different. And so, yeah, we really see a wide spectrum. So,
well, I mean, when I started, I said I don't want to step on any church's toes, but I think a lot of people left the church because of the condescending ways and things like that, and they didn't want to go get preached to or talked down to because that's not what they read.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I said I've gone to several. I started out at St. Martin's, and I've worked my way around through life from non-denominational. But I said, I can't sit there and get preached to and not understand it. And I said, and I would take half a day's time of asking silly questions. So I was like, we'll just do our own. And it's been phenomenal. Yeah. I think there's a need, there's a yearning for it from a lot of people. And I think businesses like yours and others businesses that are faith-based, it's people are going to them because they want to be open to that, in my opinion.
Yeah, because we'll see a lot of people who will say, I believe in God, or I believe that there is a God, but I don't really know what to do with that, or I've been to church and I've been hurt. And so, you need space to heal from all things, all types of hurt. We need space to heal from. And so we want to provide that, because, like one of the biggest things that we will hear often and is that women will come in and they'll have been going through some type of abuse. And there's somebody in the church who's told them if they would try harder,
be more submissive.
Be more submissive. Sometimes is what they're told, or try harder, or pray more, or they don't think it's as bad, as what it really is. But that's some of it. I also will say there's some churches who are stepping up, and I went through an instance recently with a church where they stepped in, and when they realized that there was some abuse happening in their church, they intervened and helped the person find a new home. That was good. Beautiful. Yeah. And so I think there's both sides of what's happening.
Sure.
And so, I don't want to not give credit to both, but also just recognize that there is a lot of hurt that happens. And so that means we need a place where people can talk about these things that aren't allowed to be talked about elsewhere. Right.
Over 900 women helped across the globe. Yeah. And you mean across the globe. I remember last time you were telling me that you'd stretched out international, and that is amazing. Yeah. Now, you'd have never dreamt that.
No, we've been like in Uganda, France, Canada, Argentina.
Germany maybe too? Maybe it was France I was thinking of.
France. Yeah. I'm trying to remember the other countries. Those are what I can remember off the top of my head. So, yeah.
Little old Mooresville, Indiana.
I know. Who would have thought? And I think we've been like 7 or 8 different states as well.
But do you see the seed that was planted in you and the tribulation you had to go through, and look what you're touching the hearts of now?
I know.
I mean, that's testimony right there. Got to make you feel good about that. Yeah. So on those tough days.
Yeah, I know.
That's when you can't quit,
I know, just take a deep breath and...
There could be some lady in Venezuela that just getting ready to email you.
Yeah. I had an email not too long ago from the Netherlands. Yeah. It was interesting. She found us online and she was like, I just love what you're doing. And
Isn't that unbelievable?
I know. It's like, So, yeah.
So you got you do a lot of events, but you got a big week coming up.
We do. We have a really big event coming up this week. So we have an event called the Behavioral Health Connections Fair. And we're hosting in collaboration with Kinder Foundation, the Mental Health Task Force, and Guided Vision Consulting. And so we're doing that at Mount Gilead Church this Tuesday. It'll be from 4 to 6. And the intent of it is to attract individuals who want to know more about working in the behavioral health space. Here in our county, we have a 1 to 1,100 ratio for providers. So 1 provider for every 1,100 individuals.
Wow.
Yeah. So we are, and so to give you kind of a comparison, right? So in the state of Indiana, last time I checked, it was 1 to 520. In the country, it's 1 to 240. And so are the ratios. So if you just look at the state, we're more than double statewide. And what is that? More than quadruple the national average for the country of provider ratio. And so we need to attract individuals to our county that can work, whether it's somebody who's licensed therapist, someone who is going to school and looking for an internship slots. We do that at Peace Restored. Several other organizations in the community do that as well. Or maybe they're wanting to work in the recovery space, or they're credential, they have some type of credentialing, or maybe they're just like, hey, I want to know what it would take to get in the space. That's what this fair is for.
Do you have vendors coming in the field? Yeah.
Yes. So we'll have multiple vendors there from across the county. Last year we had vendors that were a little bit more spread out. This year we're really keeping it very specific to the county. Mm-hmm. And so individuals can come and learn about what's happening in the county. Now, this is not a place for us where we're going to be necessarily talking about services we provide. This is more about individuals coming to learn about how to be a part of the work we're doing.
Sure. And like a work, more like a job.
Right, job fair kind of thing. Like come and learn what's happening in our county. Or if you're just interested in like, hey, I want to know what's happening in the county from the behavioral health standpoint. What are the different options out there? So it would be a great place just to learn too. Also,
we all either ourselves or know someone that is afraid to put their hand out, and maybe you can go there and get an idea. Oh, this group sounds like it'd be great for him or her. Yes. And I'll go back with the information, just give them the information. Say, hey, might contact these folks.
Oh, that would be fabulous, you know, because you're going to gather so much information there and learn what's happening in the county. And you might learn about things that you have no idea that's going on.
Mount Gilead.
It'll be at Mount Gilead Church.
4 to 6.
4 to 6.
So it should be plenty of room.
Yeah.
As big as that place is.
That's a big church. So
that's a massive facility.
It is, yeah.
I think that it would be cool, and I've said this. I don't want to say the word revival, but I would love to have faith-based groups and churches and everybody, and I'm going to say get under one tent for the weekend, but that's just, metaphoric there. It's just all in the same building.
Yes.
Or all in the same area.
Yeah.
And open it up and see who shows. And you can have some preaching and singing and information, and we could probably do that.
We got our event building done. How
big is it though?
We can do 100.
Oh, we'd fill that up.
Well, that's okay.
We
can open up the doors. we got big doors on the side. We can open them up.
I mean, I look at it this way. If I can get 300 or 400 people to show up for a trick or treat, we can get that many more to show up for a tent event. Wow. See, November's. I'm serious. I would. November's would be it, because you don't want to do it in December and January, February, March. It's just too cold. So it'd be April, or it's either April or November. And I can hear Beth and Corey go, Kevin, shut up. But I've thought about this. I think it's...
Well, I think you said something about this last time I was on with you.
It takes me some time to get things rolling in the head there, but I would love to do that. And if we do it, I will seriously contact you, because I think we want the faith-based group, faith-based group there.
It just rolls off your tongue.
Blah, blah, blah. And we need speech therapy there too, clearly. But Time to Heal. You can read that in that book 1,000 times. So many different ways.
Yeah.
You do good work, you know that.
Well, thank you for that.
And how many people you got in your group?
It vacillates just because we do interns. And I think right now we're sitting at 10 or 11.
Non-profit?
Yeah, we're non-for-profit.
Yep.
And so we do the non-for-profit model. It helps us to get grants and different things so we can we then can scholarship or work with people's rates, because right now the cost for mental health care in Indiana ranges between that $125 to $175 range. And for most, they can't do, most individuals can't do that for very long.
No.
And so grants are a huge benefit to allow us to continue to do that work. Kendrick Foundation's been a good supporter of the work we do. And so being able to just, like I said, be able to meet people where they're at and say, this is what we can charge you, instead of charging that $175 or $150 an hour, which I know from a lot of people that listen, like, that's a lot of money per hour, but that's the cost to be able to pay for everything that happens organizationally, not just for,
Now, how does it happen if I'm in the Netherlands and I call you up, say I want to be a part of it? I'd like to come for you and use your services.
Yeah.
How would you go about that? Would it all be FaceTiming at that?
Yeah, we do everything
Zoom call?
online. Yeah, we do everything online. We do that even for many clients who are up on northern Indiana, right? Because they don't want to, or even just in Indianapolis, they don't always want to come down.
Sure.
And so we'll just do everything virtually. So we have a secure video link that we send them, and then we meet with them online.
Oh, that's cool.
Then, yeah. And as long as they have internet connection, we can meet with them pretty easily.
So then they're in the comfort of their own home, and there's no stress.
Yep.
And they don't have to drive somewhere.
That's right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm liking it. And you're growing. You're getting bigger and
yeah.
New facility.
I know the new facility. I'm just so proud of it because of we had so many just businesses in the community that came and just donated and invested their labor and supplies and materials. It was just amazing to watch them come together, because when we got the building that we have, we did not go in. It wasn't, we'll just say things shifted. And so we didn't have budgeted to do this big, construction project.
How big a facility is it?
The main building is about, I want to say 2,500 square feet.
I'm cheating.
You're okay. You're gonna look it up for me. There you go.
We're going right to the map.
Okay, there you go. Hang on, pull it up. So we have 3 buildings on the property. So the first building, I think, is about 2,500. Now you could probably just type in Pastry Store. It should come up.
Yeah. Well,
so we're next door. See it
right
just
here.
right there. See, there's our name.
Well, I was just right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
So
literally
see,
right
there,
there.
all 3 of those buildings right there.
So
there, well,
boom, boom, boom. All
yeah.
right
So
here.
the one long one next door is Shane's apartments on the side.
We'll do this.
There you go. So see, those are the apartments, and so that the TN building's ours. And then there's 2 buildings on the back side, which are ours.
That one and the other one from the aerial. That one back there.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a pretty good sized facility right there.
Yeah. So we have 4 counseling rooms on the bottom, and then a group room, and then our staff room on the bottom, and we have up on the top floor we have our kind of what we call our management suite, and then we have a staff lounge so they can eat lunch and relax and stuff. So.
And you're not far from some good food down there too. You got lunch not far away.
No,
So
it's nice.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was last year you were wanting to do things, but your facility was tiny. Mm-hmm. But
yeah, our last facility was about, I don't know, half of the downstairs of our one building now.
Now you got so much space you don't know what to do.
Oh, it's already filled up. No, we know what to do. It's plenty full.
You're ready for a bigger facility now.
We're probably getting close, but but we can manage. We're managing well in there, so I think we'll be able to stay there for a while. I'm also excited. On a random notice, we just got our road signage up this last week. So it took us a while to get it, but we got that up.
So you got the sign out front.
Yes, finally. It's I think it's pretty great, but not everybody else gets so excited over a sign, but I was pretty excited over this big old sign.
We have a sign up this year. We just got it up this year, and like you, it's petty to everybody else, but to pull down the seat, you're like,
I know.
Hey, we did that.
I know. It's like, look, there's my sign.
Right? That's all your thought, you know?
I know. It's pretty great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Tuesday night at Mount Gilead, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Behavioral
Health
Connections.
Yep.
Stop in there. It's kind of like a job fair, but if you just want to go in there and see what it's all about, good time to go. You're going to meet great people up there.
You will.
And it's all faith-based and a bunch of good folks.
There'll be a lot of good things there to learn about. I will also mention that we have an open role right now that they'll be able to kind of learn about that night, but it's a peer recovery specialist role. And so in the last couple of years, we've started intentionally working in the in the recovery space. I don't know if I told you about that last time we were here.
Maybe not.
So we started in collaboration with Stability First, Connections, Recovery Group, Life Point recovery group, and then Peace Restored started what's called the Hope Recovery Collaborative. I don't know if you've seen that on social media or know much about it. I
probably have.
But Hope Recovery Collaborative there's Taylor. She's always good to get on here and share.
Thank you, Taylor.
Taylor's on staff with us at Peace Restored. She's awesome.
I know when I saw you running down the street in Mooresville, you had a whole bunch of people with you.
Yeah.
I was like, bring them all on.
Yeah.
That's what I was, when you came in, you was just you. And
It's
you're like,
just
"That's
me. Sorry, you got stuck with just me, Kevin.
No, stop it. You have a good group of people, though.
I do. I have a good group of people, but they're, some of them are spread out. Like, Taylor lives over in, I think she's Ohio now. So.
Oh my.
Yeah, you probably didn't know that. And I have, most of my staff lives 45 minutes to a couple hours away.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a committed staff.
I guess so.
Yeah.
That's good, though.
Yeah, they're very
They're
committed.
there for the right reasons,
Yeah.
clearly.
Yeah. So Taylor drives in on a regular rhythm, and she drives in from the Ohio, Kentucky region, and then Renee, she's up in Muncie, and she drives down weekly.
That's a good little drive too.
Yeah, that's a good drive. And then I have Chloe lives over like by Crawfordsville area.
That's not a fun drive.
Yeah, so we have, they're all kinds of, spread out, but they're, like I said, it's great. We have a couple over in like Franklin and Greenwood area. So, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But you got a good mix of people from all across the central part of the country there.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's just the way that people are brought to Peace Restored. And so I don't know. It just is what it is. There's just two of us that live in the county, I think, that work at Peace Restored. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Myself and our operations manager.
See what you started, though? I mean, that's amazing. It really is.
Yeah.
When you see your efforts from first picking up that shovel and digging, and, here you are.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's been quite the journey.
I remember seeing you at one of Beth's first Cancer Survivor Day.
Oh, yes. I do remember that.
And there was about 4 of you. Mm-hmm. And I think
that was back in, was that 2020 or 2019?
Probably 2019.
Okay.
It was pre-COVID.
Yeah, okay.
Or right before, right before COVID. I think you were nervous as all get out because you didn't, you what, 4 years into it at that time? Yeah.
Let's see, if 19, it would have been about 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
We've gotten a little bit more used to doing all this stuff now, so.
Yeah, it's a change. And
oh, yeah.
How you advertise in media, especially nowadays, you can't go to the newspaper or the radio station anymore.
No.
If you do, you're wasting your money. I'm not knocking them.
No.
The majority of individuals don't listen to that stuff.
No, they don't.
Read. I was telling somebody the other day, I remember even where I work in aerospace, and I've done it forever. And for the longest time, I would get the reporter from the night before and take it with me, and I'd 9 times out of 10, I'd buy the Indianapolis Star or Indianapolis News, whatever the morning paper was. And I would do both crossword puzzles throughout the day and read just a little bit of it.
Yeah.
But I haven't bought a newspaper, I bet you, in 15 years.
Yeah, I don't know the last time I've had a newspaper either.
Yeah.
It's been my kids were still living at home, and my youngest is 26.
Yeah, I was still married, and the girls were in diapers, maybe,
It's been a long time.
Yeah. No, they're 25, and about to turn 24. So it's just amazing how, I'd say from the 60s on, that was our source of information.
Yes.
Local news and newspapers and things like that, and it's going away.
Yeah, about the 90s it started shifting a little bit. And now we're...
I call it Twitter still, but X. It's still one of my favorite sources of information across the globe. And then stuff like this, local news. I can get all the local news I want through our Facebook stuff.
Yes.
From everybody's a reporter. And that's what, that's why it's like, you got to be careful what you post.
Yeah.
Because if you post, hey, the sky's purple, whether it's purple or not, there's going to be 10 people believe you. So you got to be careful.
Yes.
So. But yeah, you're getting your name out there, though. That's for sure. You use YouTube.
Yeah.
And you're getting people in the Netherlands, and that's amazing.
It is. It's more than like you had alluded to earlier. It's more than what I would imagined. I I really had a narrow focus on what I thought it would be back in the day. I thought it was, like I said, I think my very first, like, before I had my first office, I thought, I'm going to get a room in a church and I'll help a couple people when they need me. And then I'm like, and then it was all of a sudden, it was like the floodgates just open. And I'm like, what the heck is happening? I better figure some things out and I got to learn some stuff. And I had to learn a lot really fast. And
JT, on the job training.
Yeah, that's right. I had a lot of that. So.
And it was just you to begin with,
yeah,
correct?
For the first several years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at the event that I was talking about, you had 4 people with you, and that was your whole crew.
Yeah, well, I think several of my board members.
Yeah, it may have been.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot. Yeah, we started bringing on staff pretty regularly. I think Taylor was my first staff, and so she's been with me the longest because she actually volunteered with me for a couple of years.
Reeled her right in, didn't you?
Yeah, and then she just stuck with me. She stayed on the crazy train with me, and here we are. And now she's one of my leaders on the team, and she does an amazing job. So.
Well, I'm curious, and like Devin, the one that works at Powell's, she didn't take. She's got a master's in something else.
Yeah.
She didn't take anything like this, what she's doing, but when she got out, she had offers, I think, in Jacksonville and Houston and Indianapolis and things like that, different cities.
Yeah.
And this job opened up nonprofit down there at Powell's, and it's 10 minutes from her where she lives, and it's Bloomington, and
she's like, this works.
Yeah. And now she's been there 4 or 5 years, and just now she's a director of some director. I lose track of it.
Yeah.
But it's amazing the people that go into places like yours and work. They try to fight it, and the path will eventually lead them to where they need to be. Yeah. So.
Well, like I said, I have great people on my team. Like, I don't know too many other places where people commit so much time and energy just to drive to work.
Right.
And I mean, I know people do it for their, but for,
Taylor's coming from Ohio.
Yeah.
So.
And for people not, and people just aren't, it's not like they're getting paid tremendously well. We're a non-for-profit, and we pay as best as we can with the revenue that we have coming in. And we're always trying to improve that. But yeah, they could get, I say that to them all the time, like, you guys could get paid better elsewhere. And they know that. And they know that I know that. But they know that I work hard to improve for them. So.
I imagine you're a pretty good boss to work for, too.
I try.
Yeah.
I try.
That makes.
I'm not perfect.
None of us are. Peace of mind is way more important than paycheck.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes us to get to 58 years old to figure that out. So you have other events coming up though too. I want to hear about a few of them here if you can.
Of course. So we have our regular ongoing things that we do at the office. So we have a couple of groups that we do there. We call them Women Supporting Women. So we have like a general Women Supporting Women group where it is what it sounds like. So they come in, and it's just a support group where you can come in and talk about what's happening, and we'll kind of help you process through.
Is that the
things.
same group that meets down here a lot sometimes? Is this a different one?
It's a different one. So this meets on September. The next one will be September 9th for that one. It is on a Tuesday evening, and so they can come and they can go to our website for any of these things and register and learn about them. If they're wanting to know about the services I'm listing, there's usually a tab on our website where they can go and just sign up for it.
Very cool.
And so the other one is also a Women Supporting Women, but it's specifically on the topic of boundaries. And so boundaries is a topic we all need to learn more about. I've been learning how to practice better boundaries this year myself. And so we're doing a class on that. It's something that we get asked about a lot, like, what is a boundary? How do I set a good boundary? I always say one of the things that people get confused about with boundaries is they want to make a wall instead of a boundary. Right. And so a wall isn't the same as a boundary. And so learning what that is important.
Taylor verified what I already knew.
Thanks, Taylor. So, but yeah, so that, and then we have the somatic, so that's on September 10th, and the boundaries group. And so if anybody's interested, if any women are interested in that, they can go to our website and sign up. And the other one is the somatic experience that was mentioned to you earlier. The next somatic group is going to be on September 17th. And that is a really good group. We are fortunate to have, to lead that group. We have one lady who has her doctorate in physical therapy, and another one who has her master's in physical therapy that helps us run those programs. And this really help you kind of processing through what's happening in your body. And it's again, if you have never done a somatic workshop, you should come do that. That's being supported right now by the Morgan County Health Department through the Healthy First Indiana initiative.
Age limit on that, or?
Right now it's 18 and up.
Okay.
And so if that's something that somebody would like to come do, it's not something that's high impact or hard or difficult. We actually have accommodations for any body type to be able to come and do the workshop. And it's just really a great experience. So I encourage anybody who's like just curious to come check it out, because like I said, because of the sponsorship of the Morgan County Health Department, there's no cost to that one.
Good deal.
Yeah.
You got good sponsors.
Yeah, we do.
And they're needed.
Yes.
People have no idea.
Oh, yeah, it is. There's a lot to running a non-for-profit.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Anything else you'd like to hit on?
Well, those are the three other things that are kind of coming up this month of events. But yeah, I mean, I just I'm happy to talk about anything mental health related.
If someone wanted to reach out to you and just kind of touch base with you, they can message you, right?
Oh yeah, they can go to our Facebook page. They can send us a direct message. They can go to our website. And there's a tab on there that says schedule a welcome meeting. So if they're just like, hey, I want to learn more about Peace Restored, they can go to there and do that. That gets them connected with Taylor. Mm-hmm. And
so Taylor's the one they'll be talking to.
Yeah, Taylor's who they would talk to. She's our Care and Connections Manager is her new title. She just got a promotion here recently.
Congrats,
so
Taylor.
Yes, that's her new title. And we haven't even publicly announced it. You first here on Porch Time was Taylor's title announcement. And so we announced to the staff just this last week. So so they'll get connected with Taylor. Our phone lines, they can also call or text our phone lines. So some people don't like to leave voicemails anymore, so they can text us and we'll get the text messages and we'll text them back, call them back, whatever they want. Yeah, there's all kinds of ways they can reach out to us. They can stop by the office and just pop in and talk to us.
Privacy is very important, and I'm sure
is.
you guys honor that well.
We do. Oh, absolutely. Confidentiality is really important, because how can you, again, it's hard to be vulnerable if you can't trust.
You got a bunch of good people working with you, clearly.
I do. I have great people working with me.
I will keep you informed on the I don't want to say revival, because I'm not.
Community initiative? I don't know.
Something. That sounds awful political, though. That
sounds awful corporate.
Right. We don't want that. We'll have to sleep on it, and I'll wake up and stumbling out the door, it'll pop in my head.
Like, here's what we're calling it.
Yeah. That's I told you how I came up with the name with this, and I'll just be honest. After you get divorced at a certain age and you're like, wow, I'm suddenly single, sleep becomes an issue, and you're out sitting on your front porch at 2 or 3 in the morning and probably having a glass of adult beverage or two. And you, in this community, it was amazing the amount of folks that are out at 2 or 3 in the morning. And so I think I made a post about it, just communicated out there. And then it became a nightly thing where I was like, hey, I might do some porch time later tonight. Oh. And so the antics that I would see, and I was down on the other end of Columbus, and I would type it out. Mm-hmm. And so then after about a week of that, it was like midnight on a Friday, and a guy I hadn't seen in 16 years is jogging down the road out for a night jog, literally. Oh. And he's jogging, and I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me, and so we sat there and talked for an hour and a half. And now he had just moved back to Martinsville, and he was just clearing his mind and went for a jog. I mean, just dripping sweat like this time of year with the humidity. And so the next night, I had 5 people on my porch at 9:30, at 10 o'clock at night. So that's when I contacted my IT buddy, and I typed it all out, and I said, hey, I've got something here I think may work. And so away we went. But the name Porch Time, that's, I always said we used to sit on our front porches and solve all the problems.
Yes.
And we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
So.
There's lots of problems to solve, but that's a neat story.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever told me that before.
No.
So I was at your house office before when you did it over there.
Yeah.
but I don't think we ever heard the stories. That's a good story, though.
Yeah. I've told it a few times, but in the original studio downtown, if you remember, I had a picture of the house I lived in and the porch. It was directly behind me, like we were sitting on the porch.
Yeah, yeah.
I could put that up here. I still have it.
There you go.
But we'll see.
Maybe, huh?
I've moved since then, so and the porch doesn't look as good.
Well, yeah. Well, and how do you find all the things too? Sometimes when you move and.
Yeah, right.
I think I'm still trying to find all the things from our move at the office. I'm just like.
I think you lose 50% of what you move with, and you find 50% of the stuff you lost last time you moved. So it equals out.
Is that how it works?
That's what it seems like.
Moving math.
I boxed that up 2 moves ago. So anyway.
Wow.
Well, Ann, thank you.
Well, yeah. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate what you do.
No, thank you.
With a guy with a dad with 3 daughters, I think it's very important. And on the opposite side of that, what Zach and those guys do with the Wellness First Response Foundation, stuff like this is needed.
It is so needed.
And I encourage anyone out there right now, male or female, if you need to talk to somebody, she'll direct you if she can't help you.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
We have that happen all the time where people will call us and we're not able to help them for various reasons, but we don't leave them alone. That's also something that Taylor does really well in part of her job. She just, when people call and we can't help them, she's like, well, let me help you. Because we have probably a really robust list of services that we've collected over the years. So if we don't know, if we can't do it, we connect you with someone who hopefully can.
Right.
Yeah. And we have them across the country, not just here in our county. So please reach out, because I think that's one of the stigmas of mental health is not knowing where to go for help. How do I reach out? Who can I talk to? There's just it's better to reach out and ask somebody than to sit and feel like you're alone.
Right.
And again, it goes back to hope, right? We want people to know they have hope and know that you can call and talk to someone. And if you can't do that, sometimes you just feel alone. And alone and isolated is not good.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
And we've all been there. And so there's no shame in it.
No.
Every one of us has been there.
Yep.
Some of us are just too stubborn to pick the phone up.
I think it's scary.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
We don't ever want to admit that we need help in anything we do.
Yeah.
But if you guys would only sit down and talk to this lady for 5 minutes, it's just the vibe that she gives off of, and I'm sure her whole group is like that. So,
well, I tell people I'm really transparent about stuff. That the first time I went to therapy, I stood out in the parking lot and I paced for 20 minutes.
Wow. Before
I went inside because I was so scared, because I hadn't talked about any of my stuff, and I'm like, you're going in, you're talking to a complete stranger.
Right.
For the first time. And I know I'm sure people, what we do in our own heads, like I'm sure somebody's watching me thinking, what is wrong with that crazy lady? Because I was pacing, I was my hands,
what's your emergency?
And I was up in Indianapolis going, like, trying to find a place, and it was just like, they're probably like, what is wrong with her? Is she on something?
Right.
Like, whatever, and finally I made myself go inside, and then I kept going up. So I had to go down, I remember I had to go down like a flight of steps, and I kept going up and down the steps, up and down the steps, up and down the steps. And then I finally got to the door, and then I paced in front of the door, and it was just like, I was just a nervous wreck.
You had to cross each bridge.
I did. And I think, so I always tell people when we talk to them, like, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
This is hard. And they're like, oh, I just made a phone call. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You had to conquer something pretty huge, especially when they actually come in. That's amazing. Because the phone call is hard enough, but then actually coming in, like, ugh. I just don't forget that, because I just think, we all have to be encouraged.
Yeah. Tuesday night, go see her at Mount Gilead, her and her whole crew. Some of your crew will be there, correct?
Yeah, we'll have quite a few of us there, and then, you'll get to see, there'll be five or so of us there.
If I get a chance swinging home from work, I may stop by.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But we got our show starts at 8 down here for the Bible for Dummies.
Yeah.
But you guys will be long gone by then, so maybe if I get off in time, I'll swing by and say hi.
There you go.
So.
That'd be good. We'll be there.
All right.
Well, thanks, Kevin.
And thank you. David, yes, it was an awesome show last night. thank you for coming in, Ann, as always. And we got to have you on less than a year. We got to figure that out.
We'll have to figure that. We'll talk.
All right, dear.
All right.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Tomorrow is Monday. Chin up and get through it. It rolls around. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday evening. And we will. Oh, I think I got a show tomorrow night. I know Positive Bible for Dummies Tuesday. But if I'd look at my planner more often, I'd know. So love you guys. Have a great night. We will see you soon.